Recording. Hello, everybody. You get to listen to my half hear voice today. I'm not sick. What happened is that I thought all weekend that I had a really good singing voice, and so I sang all the time. And then I kept asking who put the muffins in the freezer really loud. And anyway, so here I am with a voice that is almost gone. Um, but with that, a heart that is very, very full. I don't know if you guys watched the, hi Pudge. I don't know if you guys watched the stories, the many stories and some stories that probably shouldn't have even been shared stories on our different profiles this weekend. But we just had so much fun. And that's really what I want to talk about a little bit. I mean, that plus some other things tonight. And why I titled the whole call, like connection is key. Because I think that often when you come away from something like this weekend, you realize all along that like people tell you over and over again that people aren't buying Beachbody. They're not buying the product. I mean, they are, but they could really get it from so like a multitude of different people, right? We're not an oversaturated market. If we were, the entire world would be healthy and in shape. We're not oversaturated. People are attracted to different people for the way they share their story, for the way they share what they're a part of. And that is exactly every time I go to an event, that is what I'm reminded of, is like, this is how, like, how do we go to an event where literally how many people are there from all walks of life? There's zero judgment, zero drama for 3 days straight, zero anything except acceptance, fun, and like leveling up together. You know, you can't just put that many, especially women. We're all women on this call right now, so we can agree with that. You can't put that many women in a room, typically, especially in a house for 3 days and have an experience what we experienced. And it is because our team is the best, but it's also because we just know that nobody has any place for that. And it's also because of all the personal development that we do, and because of the gratitude that we focus on, and the way we're like, because we are authentic in what we do. And we don't come here this way. We don't start this way. We all start with a lot of different gray areas in our life and a lot of different things. And in growing through your business, showing up mainly for personal development and for yourself and through connection, that is really what builds your business and builds and attracts people to want to join you. It's your story. It's who you are on social media, but it's also who you are in your community and people seeing that. This weekend was such social proof for so many people. And anytime I go to events, my views on my stories are up like 100, 150, like more than normal. Like people just want to see what chaos is going on, but they're always commenting on it about how fun it is. And oh, I wish I had that many. Somebody actually said, I wish I had that many friends. I want to have, I want to have friends that I have that much fun with or whatever. And I'm like, that's when I realize how much of a gift we have besides the total solution. Our community is part of the total solution. And I will tell you, and I know Sammy, she's not on here, but Sammy can definitely verify this, if that's the correct word. Validate, verify, it's a V word, one of the V's. Oh no, don't let the jokes come in. The weekend is spilling into the team call, watch out. So but that not every team is like ours at all. I've heard it time and time again. And there are so many people that are on different teams, even under Christina's coaches and things, that will actually message me and be like, I just wish I was on your team. And I'll just add them to our team page and I'll let them join our events and things like that, because it's not about if they're under me or not. I don't care about that. I just want everybody to have fun, and I want everybody to feel accepted. And I just think that it's such a powerful thing. And I was just reminded of the amount of gratitude I have, like, for all of you. You know, a lot of people shared their gratitude today in the thread for Jolene and I for putting it on and for this and that. And at the end of the day, like, I was just looking at it all, and I was feeling, just like it's a direct reflection of all of us, willing to lean in, willing to grow through stuff that is hard to grow through, you know? Anyway, so it's amazing. So I just wanted to kind of recap the weekend with you guys, talk a little bit about connection. Maybe a couple coaches may want to share some takeaways that they had, and then recap a call that we had while we were there that I didn't record. We had a call with the #1 coach in the UK, and at the end I was like, oh, and that's how you know Lindsay's really not on her game. And it's just a record button, and I didn't do it. But we all took lots of notes, and it's easy to share back. I'm not going to share all of it. It's a whole call in itself, but I'm just going to give you some points today, and then I'll go live in the team page and share this at some point soon. And then touch on what's going on in the United Collaboration Group and on Team Cup, because there are some big things going on right now. Okay. So first of all, let me see. Laughter is the best medicine. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've laughed like that. I mean, I've laughed like that in a day, you know what I mean? But like consistently for 3 days straight, I don't even know when that's ever happened. Like I felt like I just never stopped laughing or singing or asking who put the muffins in the freezer really loud. All the videos and pictures were amazing. So much fun and connection. So crazy. Yes. Okay. So let's just kind of talk about a few things real quick. One thing is recapping the weekend. Okay. So for those of you that didn't follow along or maybe don't know what I'm talking about, Jolene Kaiser and I went in on planning a retreat for our teams, and we had it so that it was invite based on qualifications. We did it pretty last minute, but we had each 14 spots to invite people to. And what it was we had a house in Rochelle, Illinois. And I don't know how you say it. But we had a house there, and we were set up like basically it was a fun connection time and also a time to grow together. So people arrived on Thursday, and we gave some gifts to everyone. Everybody got a cup with their name on it, and we titled the event Better Together. They got a hand sanitizer. Okay, because we were COVID, we were making sure that we were on it. We got a hand sanitizer. They got a t-shirt or a tank top that said Better Together, this cute little like Team Beachbody bag, and maybe that's it. But we gave everybody a gift and kind of welcomed them there. I shared my vision. We never finished the vision exercise. But that's all right, because I'm going to tell you that it's not an exercise that anybody can ever force you to finish. I feel like many times in my business, people have asked me like to do your vision and write this down, and I wasn't able to do it until I was ready to. So in a group setting, sometimes it helps get some like words on paper. But really, I kind of just shared about vision and how in my business, anytime that it's moved forward, it's because I had a vision for what was next. And anytime that I was stuck, it's because I had reached a vision and I didn't make the next one. So I got stuck, and then I was frustrated why I was stuck, and I didn't know why I was stuck, but I never actually made the next goal for myself, right? So like when I was able to come home, and I was home, I felt like it was greedy for me to want to be and to have anything else. Like, I'm able to be home. This is what I wanted. I never set that next goal, and I was stuck at 1 star, and like my income kept growing, but still I felt stuck for like 2 years. And it wasn't until Cody Jefferson said at a thing, I asked him an opinion about something, and you guys, a lot of you know this, but I said, let's just say that there's a coach that's all in and that works the business and this, that, and the other. And you know, you know, she does all the things, but she's been stuck at this place in her business for a couple years. What would you say to her? And he said, I would tell her to quit being lazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, how dare you? Right. And then I was like, you're absolutely right. I'm sitting here going through the motions, but I don't know where I'm going to. So why would I go anywhere? And diamond isn't the next, like diamond isn't the thing that was going to make me want to, I was already diamond, but like rank, you're not emotionally attached to a rank. Unless it's just because you want to feel good because you're rank advancing, you want your team to feel good. The vision has to be something that like, it's emotional. You want this because, right? So like I wanted to be home, I wanted it, and I got that. And therefore I was having a hard time finding any vision after that. And then, you know, things have come from them. We're building a house in a few years. I want to be, you know, financially comfortable to do that and to not feel like it's taking us back and, you know, all of these things. So like I am emotionally connected to my why there, which makes me know that I want to build my second to 2-star. I want to get my first to 7-star and beyond. And I want those things, but my focus, I know, is that, but in doing that, like my vision is also to help as many of you reach your vision. But I can't do that if you don't know what your vision is. If you just want to hit diamond because that's what you're supposed to do, you're just going to hit diamond. Like that's not going to make you get gritty. That's not going to make you dig deep. That's not going to make you show up when it's inconvenient. Right? So I really challenged everybody to kind of think about their vision and come down to where you can write it on paper in a paragraph or whatever, and then find a sentence or two that you can write on an index card and put somewhere, or write on your mirror. That's kind of like your mission statement, where you can look at it every day in the morning when you wake up and remember, this is why this matters. And it doesn't have to be huge. Like maybe my why is huge, but maybe yours is that you just want to be able to go on vacation every year with your family and not feel like you and your significant other are like, can we do this? Oh, we were thinking Disney, but maybe let's just go camping for a long weekend instead because not this year, right? Like why it's always not this year or whatever it is. So I want you guys to all really dig deep, and I could tell you to go post it in the Goal Getters, but only 1 or 2 of you would. And that's not a dig on anybody here. It just means, it just goes to show you, I've been that person too, who Christina says, post this here, write your vision here. And I haven't done it because I wasn't clear enough yet. I wasn't clear enough yet because I wasn't doing the personal development that I needed to be doing. So I want you guys to ask yourself today, is the personal development you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? Is it actually moving you forward, or are you checking a box? Is it helping you break through some limiting beliefs, or are you checking a box? Is it helping you grow the business that you want and you're emotionally connected to it because of X, Y, and Z, or are you just checking a box? Right? I give you permission right now, the book, if it's not serving you in your business, to put it down. You don't have to finish it. If you don't like it, you don't have to finish it. If you're reading a book that's personal development, like emotional, whatever, like a lot of you are reading Untamed. I've not read that, but my guess is that it's a little more personal development than business development. Is that correct? So if you're reading Untamed, I would hope that you're listening to an Audible that's business development at the same time, or reading a business development book. Because I did this for a long time in the beginning of my business. I read books like Untamed thinking I was doing personal development, and it was helping me emotionally and helping me love myself and helping me break through that. But I was struggling in the business. So if that's cool, you're where you're at and you're working on you right now, awesome. It's serving you. Because I didn't say put the book down or stop reading it, or whatever, or get another book to read along with it if it's not serving you. If it's serving you, great. But if you're right now, which I know a lot of you are, your goal is to build a business, and you're like, I want to find working coaches, and I want to know how to talk to people the right way, and I want to be authentic on social media more, and I want to grow my following, then you should be finding business development books that are going to help you in this place, and not just think that Untamed is going to get you there. Read it together. That's what I'm doing. So right now I'm reading I can't think of the name of it because I have one brain cell, but I'm reading a book and it's all like spiritual stuff. That's great. I need that. And I love that. And I want that in my life I need to read that stuff every single day. But I also then listen. Right now I'm listening to Be Average or Be Obsessed on Audible. So I'll read for 10 minutes. And then while I'm getting breakfast and everything for the kids, I have an AirPod in, and for 15 minutes, I'm listening to a business development. Okay. So whatever it is for you. And please don't think I'm putting Untamed down. I'm going to read that too. I just make sure that I'm getting both, right? Especially because my goal is build a business and help you guys build a business. Right. So we had so much fun on Thursday night, and the drawer kept opening only at nighttime. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the drawer would open, but only at night, not during the day. And then the lamps in Jolene and my rooms, when we turned them on the first night, one of them popped, and we're like, we're like, oh my gosh, the light bulb just exploded. And she went and she just turned it and it came back on. And then mine did that later while I was awake all alone. I was scared, but it was just fun. It was like such a cool house, and anyway, such a fun time. So Friday we did a really big workout, turbo workout. Jolene led, and if you've never, like, you guys, live events alone, House of the Rising Bitch. Oh my gosh, I can't, Jordan. I can't. Did you type that? Was that you who just typed that? Who said that? Jessica did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. So so on Saturday, workouts alone, like workouts on virtual Zooms, you guys, are huge. A lot of people connect on there and they love it. Like, I know for me, I haven't really made it on the early one for a long time, for like a little while here now. But when you do a live event workout, it's like a whole other level. And it was so much fun for everybody to do this, and to, like, Jolene's energy when she was doing it was just awesome. And it brought us all together. We did it outside. It was fun. And then afterwards we went in and we showered and got ready, and Amanda and Jessica led us in an action hour. So we played hard and we also got to work, right? They led us in an action hour. And then after that, we, had a call on Friday with Izzy. So I'll recap that later. We then had a photo shoot, which was for 3 hours. It wasn't like pictures, like everybody could change if they wanted. Some could get singles. We did like team pictures in our shirts, and we did some pictures at the pool. And so we did that. And then we had a fiesta night where Kate DeMatteo cooked like a lot of the food. And then other people, Jolene did some and other people did too. And we had the craziest dance party. Carrie had sombreros. I don't remember what Sammy called them. Fiestides? How do you say it? Oh my gosh. It was just hilarious. We had so much fun on Friday night. We danced the night away. We had so much fun. And I have to say that Saturday when we woke up for the super workout, we were all a little bit like, whoa, what's going to happen? But we streamed the super workout, put it on a projector on there was like a pole barn there it was like a gym. And so we got to do it in there. And we did the super workout together, which was just really fun. And then we had an action hour once again, led by Lindsay and Alicia. And then we watched the closing session. And we Saturday then went down to the pool, and it just turned into a really fun party again, which it was our fancy night. So it was really funny because we went to the pool and we were there for a while. And then like 6 of us snuck away and meditated out in like the field, almost the field area, which was awesome. The sunset, it was like sunset and the wind was blowing. I was like crying. I had a lot of emotions this weekend, like with not being home, and not because I always feel that way a little bit, but mainly like, I was having all this guilt with Pudge and whatever. But it was really good. And then we all like looked crazy from the pool all day, and we went and tried to get fancy, and it was so funny and it was awesome. And we danced again. Oh yes. And we made a TikTok in the pool, and it went viral. It's like 300,000 views right now. So that's fun. We did another one that we thought was going to get like the most views ever. And like, I was super serious about it and everybody needs to pay attention. Like, we got to get this down. And we did it and they had like 20 views, but now I think it's up to like 600. So that's fine. But then on Sunday, Kate led us in a, yoga pio and yoga flow and a meditation. And then we cleaned up and we headed out, and it was just really, really nice. And the reason I wanted to share all the things with you that we did is because all of those pieces of the puzzle mattered to the fun and the connection we feel with each other. And I want to ask you right now, and this is a big ask for myself, so do not think that I think that I'm not asking myself this question. Are you giving all those pieces to your customers and your team the best you can virtually? I was thinking about it on my way home, and I was like, I love Sammy so much more than I've ever loved her. I loved her to begin with, but I met her and she was like different than I expected. Like, I always thought she was like kind of like really girly, and she is like, she whips out these dances and she's girly, but then she's also just like blunt and fun and like hilarious, and I just love her. And like, I just got to get to know these people in a different way, which makes, I guarantee anyone that was there this weekend, anyone that felt that connection, anybody that felt that fun, anyone that experienced that event can tell you that they are 100% less likely to leave this team, right? Like, you feel like even if you may just be a hobby coach, or maybe if you may be working a huge business, no matter what, like, these are your people. And when you feel so connected and you can have fun with them and you can be funny, like joke with them, and you can work with them and get results with them, but then totally be off the wall and like experience all these different things, you're in. You know what I mean? It's just different. So it was a big eye opener for me, because I left there feeling very like fulfilled with just like gratitude for everybody and connected to everyone in a way that I hadn't felt. Like, Danielle, are you on this call? You just drove like 1 million hours. Can you unmute yourself? I'm trying. It won't let me. Oh, there you are.
My internet's not great. Yes, I did drive 1 million hours.
You literally did. Like, Danielle and Tori drove from Maryland and then she just got home like 2 hours ago. We've all been home since yesterday. Like, she literally drove that far. And like, Danielle has a serious love for Nelly. And when it comes on and she's dancing, none of us cannot not dance with her. Like, it's fun to know that piece and like, you know what I mean? Like, really bond with the person. Right, Danielle? But yeah, it was so fun. She's like, I'd make that drive 1 million times over. And it's because of Beachbody, yes. But you guys, you know what it's because of the most? It's because of authentically connecting with other people who are on the same path as you, with no judgment, with love, with appreciation. And I just really walked away from this weekend knowing that like, I am not the best with challenge groups. Like, I have a hard time putting my energy in there, besides if it's just like a live. I don't feel connected to people in my groups. The challenge groups are important, but I need to feel connection. And it's really hard to have that connection. But when I left and I was driving home this weekend, and it was like quiet in my car for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I didn't even know what to do with myself. But I was thinking, and I was like, how can I bring this energy and enthusiasm to everybody that joins us? Because they're not going to want to go anywhere, and we don't want them to. You know what I mean? Like, so that's something I'm really reflecting on right now. Connection, you guys, is this entire business. This business and your success is nothing more than a transfer of your energy and your enthusiasm to other people. That's all it is. And live events take your energy and your enthusiasm and put them on like cloud 9 million. Million is in my vocabulary today, so I'll say it a couple times, apparently, a couple more, but it does. And so I really want to just let you know when you can go to your next live event, when we're able to, and we have the Super Saturday, even if you have to go by yourself or whatever, you've got to get there. Because even if it's not with your team, it's that connection with the company. It's that connection with their mission. It's that connection and meeting other people. And if you can go with your team, you really need to do that, because that's when you feel like you're not alone. Because I guarantee that, I know for a fact, Brie Elvis has always had a really hard time with the fact that she's in California. She would be like the number one person at all of these things. Like, she is a social butterfly, but she feels like she can only be connected to us this way. And when we have those other live events, like when she does come to Summit, when it's open and we can get there, it changes everything for her. And so I just want to encourage you guys to like lean in, and as often as you can, go to live events, get on live calls. Listening to the recording is so different, right? Be in your challenge group, give them your energy and enthusiasm, serve the people at your table the best you can, because in serving the people at our table this weekend, people want to join or are interested in what we're doing by the fact that how we're serving the people at our table. And we're not even reaching out to them, but people are reaching out to us. Do you know what I mean? Your social proof of just what you're a part of and your happiness is, it speaks louder than you think. So put yourself in those situations. This entire business is built on connection. And if you're just over there trying to do it by yourself, running your own challenge groups, running your own sneak peeks, doing, like, not going to events because, I hope I don't offend anybody right now, but like, I don't want to ask my husband if like to have the kids or get a sitter because I just have this mom guilt. Angela had major mom guilt this weekend. I had that so many weekends when I first started going to things. But once you get there, you realize how good it is for you and how good it is for everybody else too. You know, because it's making you a better person. But get to those things as often as you can. This business is nothing more than a transfer of your energy, your enthusiasm, of leaning in and connecting as much as you can. And that's really what it's built off of. And someone, I think it was Sheila, that said that after I was talking on Thursday or something, or Friday. She's like, when you're in the room and you're talking about something, like the energy shifts. And it was like the best compliment I had ever gotten. I'm like, thank you so much. And she's like, no, seriously, like when you're in the room and you're speaking and you're passionate about what you're speaking about, like no one can not listen. And I'm like, and that's when I feel in my power too. So like, what makes you, because speaking, I enjoy that. What is your power? What do you feel passionate about? When do you feel like you really get across to people? Is it in writing? Like, is it in fun, like comedy? Is it there like something funny that you can, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? But you really want to figure that out and help to transfer that energy and that enthusiasm through connection with people. We are in a business of connection. I love Zaya. Like I have all Zaya on right now. Pants, tank, sweatshirt. I love Zaya. But to me, I also love a connection with like what we're doing. So I love Zaya. I love like makeup. I wear Lip Sense lip gloss. I love it. But to me, I couldn't ever just sell somebody a challenge pack or sell somebody something and then just not be there for them to see it through. And not just like, how do they fit, right? Like for me, it's the process, it's the connection. And that's what I love about this business. It's the friendships, it's the transformation of life inside of people, no matter where they are, and loving them where they're at. Not trying to make them be something we're not trying to make them like Angel she was able to come on the final day. And she said something like, I was talking about where somebody was kind of at a place where they love what we do, but they're just not at a place where they're pushing super hard for it. And that's okay. And she was like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I'm doing this and I'm doing it for me and I'm sharing it, but I'm just not pushing hard right now. And I just didn't know if that was okay. I remember on a call, she had said that earlier. And I was like, if that's where you are, then that's where you need to be. And we love you right where you're at. Awesome. Like, let's do more of that then. Let's just take care of you, because in doing that, you're going to grow to wherever it is that you're meant to be, because you're meant to be here. If you weren't meant to be here, you would have never been led here in the first place, right? You have excitement and passion about this because you're meant to, in whatever way that means. It doesn't mean you have to have the big empire building goals like myself. It can be whatever it is that you want, whatever your why is for being here. That's perfect. And on our team, I heard someone recently say that a lot of coaches don't pay attention to teams unless they're diamond coaches and above. And I was irate. Because that's not us. We love everyone for who they are and where they are, and just want them, like, let's just help you level up one step today, or one step this week, or one step this month, because that's perfect as long as it's serving you, and that's what this is all about. And that's what being a lifer is all about. But the people that want to run and have big goals, like, message me, because we going, girls. Okay. Right. I love people where they're at, and when they're ready to run, let's run. But awesome. So with that being said, I just want to encourage you to lean in. You guys lean in to the team as much as you can. Get on the calls when you can. Get to events when you can. Offer to do, if you're like, I think I'm kind of ready to do a sneak peek, I think I'm kind of ready to do this, then offer to do it and lean in. You are welcome. You belong. No one will judge you. No, everyone will cheer you on. And there's no better place to do it than here with this team, and no better time than when you have that little question in your head of if you're ready or not. That's when you are, and you should do it. Right? Whatever that is. I don't know who I was just speaking to there, but I felt like I had to say that. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but there you go. Okay. So with that being said, does anybody, before we kind of jump into a couple things, anybody that was there want to share like their takeaway on connection, or their takeaway on something that we experienced there? No? Amanda, you have a straw in your mouth and you're just trying to pretend like you have nothing to say. Do you not have a voice?
No, I'm just trying to recover my back. I'm out of commission over here, but I've been basically sleeping since we got home. It's not good. Trying to recover, but I actually, like, right before this call, at first I was like, I don't want, like, I just like didn't have energy, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, I have to get on, like, because I miss everybody so much. Yeah, I don't really have, my voice has been gone since like Saturday night, I think, or Saturday morning or something. No, it was just seeing people in person and just being with people, and Lindsay just just echoing everything Lindsay said. It's crazy just how much of a difference that makes. And then I literally just said to Sheila, I need to do some more like local Denver things, because I do have a handful of people there now, and like, just when we do see each other, it does make a big difference. Whether we do anything really fun, but just live events make just a huge, huge difference.
Yeah, I agree for sure. Angela, do you have something to share? Look at her, I just put her on the spot. She says, no, don't make me talk.
I wanted to share something really quick.
Yeah.
So you were talking earlier about something you said earlier reminded me, I don't think Lindsay Francis is on, is she? I don't think so. But anyways, I was one of the people who, with you, kind of snuck off for a little bit to do a meditation on Saturday. And I walked over a couple minutes late, just like because I was just getting my life together, and I was just thinking, I'm just going to go check it out, see what they're doing. And I sat down, and I did. And afterwards, it kind of butted up right. It was in the evening, and it kind of butted up right against dinner time. And the funny thing was, we were all of us meditating, we're all like, you could just tell, like everyone was just like deep in it. But people were still getting ready for dinner, and like, I think we heard somebody say, they're taking deep breaths and we're taking shots or something like that. And, after we were done and we were just reflecting and all that good stuff, Lindsay Francis said something really so true, which is, I mean, how many other or communities are out there where you can focus on your health, your fitness, your mindset, your growth, take all of that, put it together. Like you can like legitimately have really amazing laughter, really great stories, have a great drink and like party with, dance with, and then literally like sit down and meditate for 20 minutes, and that every single person from every single background, shape, size, whatever you have it, whatever their purpose is in the group, like you're saying, Lindsay, like all are welcome. And it is a really, there's no judgment and there's no agenda. And I've been a part of this team for 5 years almost. And I always know it in my heart. I always talk about that with people, but something about connecting in this way at live events, you get to talk to people that the people, because there's so many different people, you get to connect with them one-on-one, and it fills a little part of your heart that you didn't realize maybe was missing a little bit of, like it fills up a little part of your heart that maybe was lacking and you didn't know it. I think that's how I want to say it. Like, so, I had a really, really rough day on Saturday. It was really tough for me. If people don't know, I am pregnant and first time, and I had like crazy hormones for the first time, and I was on an emotional roller coaster. And, there was like so many people there who had like a million different perspectives to help me kind of get grounded and get my head back on straight. And I was just thinking, what if I was just at home alone? Like, what would I be doing? How would I, where would I have been able to come out on top, or like, where I came out, I don't know. It's hard for me to really explain it, but being able to talk to so many different people who have different backgrounds and perspectives really helped me my true perspective. So thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And I actually remember the sentence that Lindsay said. It was like, who can you get up hungover? Well, some people hungover, not everybody, but some people hungover with, get really sweaty for a workout with, work with, do a photo shoot with, have drinks at the pool with, and then meditate with. And then, you're going to go back and like dance and have some more fun. Like, you can't just do that with everybody, let alone, you know what I mean? Like a group. But yes, I love that. Yeah, I almost just feel like, so many people want to go all in on this business, and they say they want these big things and they have these goals and they want to go all in. But I truly don't believe that anybody ever goes all in until they allow themselves to connect in full. And that's with the team and with the company. You know what I mean? Like, so many times people they try to do it on their own. And that's such a lonely place. I think we've all been there sometimes, like sometime. I know there's been a few times where I feel like I'm just doing what I can to get it done or whatever. But when you can really lean in and be all in and get on the calls and go to the events that you can go to and connect as much as you can with the team, but also with the people, with your fitness team, which would be your challengers, like that's just huge. So connection, energy, enthusiasm, for sure. So did anybody have anything else they wanted to share from the weekend? Any takeaways or anything?
I will very quickly.
Yes.
Okay. So I showed up late. I backed out last minute because I was dealing with vertigo all week, and I wasn't in any way, shape, or form okay to go on Wednesday when I backed out. And then Friday I woke up and it was like everything aligned with the universe and said, go. So I surprised everyone except Lindsay, who knew, and showed up, and it was it was just magic. It was magic. At one point I was texting with my 13-year-old, and I said, you know, something like, have fun at your sleepover. She was at a sleepover, and I said, have fun at your sleepover. And she was like, I would tell you to have fun, but I've been watching everyone's stories, so I already know you are. And that to me was huge, because it's like, this shows my girls what a healthy community of women can look like. And it sets that example. And that's like everything, because finding that is not, it's not easy. Some people never find it. Some people it takes years and years and years. And, you know, here we are. So that's all.
Yes, I love that. I think that's huge too, because you're not only showing, you're right, you're not only showing, you know, the health and fitness perspective as far as your physical body, but also as your relationships in your life, you know, and that's awesome. I know I love Izzy. She watches my stories, and then I said the B word, and I was like, uh-oh, Izzy watches my stories. And
He
then I
hears
was
it
like,
at home. It's fine.
then I was like, oh, Carrie's her mom.
True.
Oh man. I know, I love it. Okay, good. That was so good, Carrie. So yeah, that's basically like what I wanted to share kind of tonight, was kind of what we went through this weekend. But also I just wanted to share with you that, just to kind of dig deep and like, how can you connect more efficiently without it draining your energy? Okay, because you also have to manage your own energy. So for me, I really like to make sure that I one-on-one reach out to my customers. I have a certain day that I do that, and I check on them in their health and fitness, but I also check on them as a person. I will even, maybe when I'm doing my check-ins, take the time to like just look at their profile and see if they've posted something recently, that I can be like, hey, I just saw this happened, you know, how's it going, or whatever, so that I'm connecting with them in a way that is a coach or whatever, but also as a friend. I think that's important. And then on another day of the week, I have designated where I check in one-on-one with coaches. And I think a lot of times in this business, we think we only need to check in one-on-one on the people who aren't showing up. But I can tell you that the people you need to check in one-on-one the most with are the people who are. They're the people that deserve your time and that you should be checking in on. But I think checking in on everyone is important. So, you know, making sure that you're connecting, going live when you can randomly in your challenge groups, in the Goal Getters, going live randomly, you know, that stuff really helps, just to share things that happened or whatever. Tagging people in your stories, like a water, like some people do a water chug, or some people, like, we tag the wine sometimes, it's just what happens. But also maybe sharing a funny story and you say it on your Instagram stories, but you tag the people that it made you think of. And you know what I mean? There's all this social proof and connection, and way to also, like, if you see a quote or you see something on social media and it makes you think of somebody, like, tag them. That it just, those little things help people to feel connected. And so I just really feel like if there's a piece and you feel like there's a piece missing in your business, I would just ask that you just take a look and see if it could possibly be that connection piece, right? Like, are you allowing yourself to fully connect in the way that you should? I'll tell you, when I was a new coach, I think I was a new diamond coach, and I went to my first diamond dinner with Christina, and there was this woman there, and she said something about, I don't remember, she didn't even know she was going to be diamond, and one day she was diamond. And I was like, yeah, well, I didn't even want to be diamond, because I didn't want to have to do calls with corporate, because back then, when you were a diamond coach, you got like one-on-one calls with corporate instead of like a group. Just like that's how it was at that point. And she was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I had this huge fear of connection, you guys. I don't know if I don't know if you know this about me, but I had a huge fear of connection. To this day, I still do not like the phone. Liz Woodhams stalks me on my phone, and I'll just like not answer. I love her so much. We've known each other since first grade. It's fine. But then I'll text her and be like, is it important? I just am not good with the phone, but I have to be. Like sometimes customers want to talk and I'm like, okay, Lindsay, get on the phone, girl. You can do this, which you might not guess, but I had a connection issue for a long time where I didn't even want to grow my business at one point because I was scared to get on a phone call with someone from corporate who was only going to help me more. I was scared of that connection, you know? So if like, just kind of think about that. And if connection could be something that's holding you back a little bit, really kind of dig deep into that and figure out ways that are just comfortable for you. Maybe some are a little uncomfortable, but that you can connect more, right? Okay. So with that, I just want to say a couple things. Speaking of connection, right now is an amazing time to join Team Cup. Registration started on the 13th. If you don't know what Team Cup is, you can look in the FAQ, but it's basically a team of 5 coaches that work together on a team for the month, for 1 month. And what you're doing is you are all have a goal to try to help 3 people in the month or more. You set your own goals, you set a team goal, you work together, you hold each other accountable, and that connection, Jessica Thornton can vouch for this. Vouch, another V word, verify, validate, vouch. What you want? You want more V words? I'll think of some. But she can vouch for this, that Team Cup can really help you push, help you feel excited, help you feel connected, and help you grow. And she was, on my Team Cup, I think like in the first few months of her business or something. And I remember her sharing, she even went live about it. So make sure you watch her live in the Goal Getter. She did that last week. But, you know, Team Cup is huge. So it's a group of 5 people. And then what we'll do is we'll have a group where like we will put all the Team Cup teams in there, and all the teams, you know, the leaders of the team will share what we're doing so that we're all working together as a team, but we have our individual pods, pretty much is what it is. And you're just stronger together, you know? Oh my gosh, Oliver, you're fine. Who wants to go back to the house? Who wants to go right now? Let's go. But so Team Cup is coming up. The registration, I'm not sure when it closes, so the FAQ can tell you that. Unless somebody knows and can put it in the chat, but you'll want to get that going right now. I know Devin and one of her coaches and myself are on a team. So I tagged a few people, just kind of seeing. July 30th, thanks Jess, is when you can't register anymore. So it's groups of 5 and we can help. There's a thread that Jessica started in the Goal Getters that you can post if you have a team or if you don't have a team, and we'll all kind of get teams together. And then, like I said, you have your team, your pod that you're working with, but then we'll create a separate Facebook group where all of our teams go into, and we'll all work together, but you still have that separate pod that's kind of like your push group, almost your accountability group. So you'll want to check out that. If you guys are not in the United Coach Collaboration group, you're going to want to be in there. That's my coach Christina's group. She is starting something. If you didn't watch the post summit call last night, they recapped summit, but they also kicked off a training that's happening for our downline, that she had a guy come in from, he like created some things for Beachbody in the beginning of Beachbody. He's a very successful network marketer, and he's created a system for our team specifically, simplified things, and she's basically going to teach it and break it down to all of you. I posted it in all the call threads and I posted it in the team page, but you'll want to be in the United Coach Collaboration because that's where the trainings are going to be, and there's an image that tells you the times and exactly what the training is going to be about. But the diamonds we've already gone through the training, and it's basically simplifying the onboarding process so that everybody kind of goes through the same system. It's not like go do this and then have you check the units, okay, and then in 2 weeks the new coach group starts, or this or that. It's like it's a simple funnel where even if Carissa just enrolled a coach today, that coach could go through that, and if that coach enrolled a coach tomorrow, she would know how to point that coach to go through that. So it takes a lot of the inviting out of the fear out of inviting, because I think a lot of people are scared to invite because they don't know, do I have the ability to support them? Do I have the ability to help that person truly? You know, and we question our ability. And this is like a simple system that's going to help us all work together smarter. and not harder. So make sure you tune into those. You don't have to join that ship that's sailing, by the way. You don't have to. You can continue doing what you're doing. That's totally fine. But I would say that if you are somebody who feels like you've been doing this for a while and maybe it's just not growing as fast, or like you're just stuck, or if your income, this is what Christina said, if your income isn't practically doubling every year, then you can be doing something better, and this might be it. So why not listen in and lean in and connect and row together and see if this is the missing piece, right? So that is that. With that being said, we're like 10 minutes out from when I want to close. So does anybody have any questions or anything they want to say really quick? And then I can kind of recap some of this call from what we had with Izzy. Maybe, I don't know, because Oliver's just very not able to be happy right now. What's going on, man? What's wrong?
Hey everyone, Sheila. Amanda's probably getting an echo.
Watch
You
something.
can
Hold
mute
on,
me,
guys.
Lynn. Or mute. Oh, all right. Well, I can't see any of you, but hopefully you can hear me. But I just wanted to say, I know Samantha doesn't look like she's on here, but I was shocked by this weekend by her, because she is Lindsay's personally sponsored coach, and she had never once met Lindsay, and she came on this weekend, never met, I don't think, any of us. And she said at the end of the weekend, you know, how amazing the team was, and that, you know, she didn't feel at all like not part of the team or any of that. Like, I've been in this team for 6 years, so it was easy for me to go on the weekend. But for a majority of them, you know, or probably half, had not met everyone before. And so it was just really cool to see that no matter who you are or how long you've been on this team, how long you've known Lindsay or any one of us, that everyone was welcoming to each other the same way. So never be afraid of going to a live event because you don't know anyone personally, and just be yourself, because you're going to be welcomed no matter what. And I think that like she said in the beginning, there's no other team out there like this, and it's pretty darn special. So hope to see you all at the next live events, whenever that may be, but and meet you guys in person. So I don't know where Lindsay went, but
I'm right here. I'm here.
oh, okay.
But wait,
I
Sheila,
love
I have
that.
a question. I have a question
What?
for you, Sheila.
What?
Why are you so hot as a dude, man?
Okay.
That is hilarious.
We all turned into dudes at some point this weekend. Some were hotter than others, and I was just one of them. So
You were a pretty
Yeah.
hot dude, man. No, but to roll off of, seriously, to go off of what Sheila said, I've only been on the team since the beginning of COVID, really like active with the team. And Sheila
Thank
and Amanda
the
invited
Lord,
me
I've
over.
been asking her forever.
I'm sorry. Just finally bit the bullet. So I mean, Sheila and Amanda never even met me. I'm some weirdo that they've never met, and they like welcomed me in their home. Like, when was that? When Amanda came home, and it was like literally, you guys have all been friends for a million years, and I was just new to the whole group, and it was like just so awesome to be able to just go to one of your guys' houses and hang out until 1:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then like to do it again with the team even
yeah, we
bigger
need
and,
to
like,
have
more
another
people.
one here. Yeah,
Yes,
and
girl.
then anyone that lives local to Oak Forest is welcome, for real.
I'm-
So
I mean, Oak Forest is not local to Brookfield, but I'll drive out there.
it's not that far. South
It's fine.
suburbs.
But no,
Anyway.
everybody's like so welcoming, and like what I super loved is that like everybody can take a joke. You know, like no one got offended by anything. No drama, nothing. Like it was
I got
like a
little offended
sorority
one time.
house. When Sheila got hotter as a dude than you?
Yes.
I know.
I know, Jessica Thornton.
So yeah, no, I just think it's so cool that like all of us were in that house for that long with alcohol involved and other things, and there were like no fights. No one fought over bathrooms. No one fought over food. Like, it was just so great. It was
Yeah.
the best time of my life.
It's the biggest amount of respect.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter
Mhm.
what.
Yeah. I
That's what I
loved it.
Awesome. I love it.
Am I
Okay.
freaking people out right now?
What are you trying to
Also,
make
if
us
anybody,
say?
if
I'm just trying.
if
I thought
anybody
it looked
wants to,
cool, and I started spinning. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Does anybody want to hang out with Sheila?
if anybody wants to hear a white girl rap to Nelly, call Danielle, because that was awesome.
Yeah, she like came, she's like, I want Nelly, and she was kind of being like super quiet. So I'm like, okay, let's put Nelly on. And all of a sudden, she was in the middle of the dance floor, tearing it up word for word. We're like,
Love
we're
it.
playing Nelly all night.
Just a little obsessed with Nelly.
Just a smidge. If I had a Band-Aid, I would have gave you one.
Oh, I love it. All right. So you know what? I'm not gonna go into this Izzy call today. This is like a whole thing I'll just do. I'll just do another day. But I will say that for people that have new coaches coming in August, we are going to be changing the new coach mentorship. It just seems to not be serving anyone. Like, I feel like I have to, it's very hard to get people to feel satisfied in a new coach group setting. Like, when people aren't posting, and then, you know, we forget to post, and it's just like there's a lack of energy, and then everyone kind of is like, shh. So I just feel like it's not serving our team the best. And Alicia and Amanda and I had been talking about how maybe like just a message thread would be a lot better with your new coaches each month, and like they go through the Beachbody Champions trainings, and you're just really in this thread. Like, every pod would be called like July coach, new coaches. And let's say that Jessica enrolls one new coach, and she's like, I have one new coach. Can my coach and I join that? Or she can just do one-on-one with her coach, whatever it is. But we might just be going to the message threads for a while, and, you know, just kind of seeing if that works, because it seems like just a little difficult to get people excited about one more group. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just trying to always find the best way. And this is just something that we're probably going to kind of move forward with. So you won't probably see like a new coach group link. All new coaches can be added here for August. You'll probably see more like me say, okay, for all of my new coaches and any new coaches that have new coaches, I'm going to start the thread. Comment below if you have a new coach that you want to add to mine and you want to join as well, because then we can get going, right? Because this business is all about I do, we do, you do. So if I enroll, like I enrolled Jordan, right? Let's say Jordan enrolls her first working coach. I'm not going to expect her, or her first 3 new working coaches, I'm not going to expect her to have a message thread for the first time by herself with them, taking them through the month, right? That wouldn't make sense. But we could do that together. And then the next month, she would be able to duplicate that, right? Or like kind of know a little bit more on how to do that. So I think if you guys have any feedback, I mean, here's the deal. We're a team. This is not my team. This is not Chris's team. This is not Alicia's team. This is not Amanda's team. This is like all of our team. You guys have been through some of the trainings we've done. What worked for you? I would love if I'm going to actually put a thread in the Goal Getters, and I'm just going to ask, like, when you got started as a new coach, what worked for you? Like, what was the thing that, was it like a group? Was it a certain training that you did? If you can't think of anything, like I always say this, and then only like a couple people will answer. I would really love feedback, because we really want to make sure we're getting our teams started off right, you know? So what worked for you? Did a group work for you? Would a message thread, did that work for you? What made you feel connected and pulled in? So just kind of think about that when I throw that thread up. If you guys could answer that, that would be awesome. Does anyone have anything else that they wanted to say? I am going to probably go live either today or I'm sorry, not today, either tomorrow or the next day on the Izzy call, and give you all the details there, which was good. So does anyone have anything else? No? Okay. My phone, I'm like, where is it? let's go ahead and take a picture. All right. We'll do a boomerang and then I'll do a picture so that you guys have, I know some people like each. Okay, ready? Boomerang first. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I lied. It was not a boomerang. You guys can't trust me today. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'll do a picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, you guys. Someone fire me. Put me to bed. Hold on. I did another boomerang. I don't want a boomerang. Okay, I'm really ready this time. Just a picture. Got it. Okay, I'll put those in the threads so that you guys can use them. Thanks for listening tonight and for jumping on. I'm really excited about this training with Christina, so I hope that you guys kind of lean into that. Just learn something new. If your business isn't where you want it to be, I mean, the only thing you can do is try something different, right? And if it doesn't work, you can always go back. But I know she's put a lot of investment into this as far as time and monetary investment, and trusts him a lot, and I trust her. So I would just encourage everybody to do it, right? Why not? Okay. I love you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.